Health authorities in Gaza say at least 87 Palestinians have been killed or are missing after a devastating Israeli airstrike in northern Gaza. From Jerusalem, here's our Middle East correspondent Matthew Doran.
Anyone who'd been hoping last week's killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar by the Israeli Defense Forces would change the course of this conflict would be gravely disappointed based on what we've seen out of Gaza in the last 24 hours. The town of Beit Lahir, the target, much of it reduced to rubble as Israel's intense bombardment of northern Gaza stretches into its third week. An Israeli strike flattening a neighbourhood where many displaced Palestinians had fled to. Many bodies yet to be recovered, believed to be under the destroyed buildings. Residents describing the moment the strike hit.
We were asleep around midnight when it suddenly felt like an earthquake hit the area. Debris was falling on us. We rushed outside after hearing the screams of women and children and found that our neighbours had been targeted by massive bombs.
The United Nations has condemned the attack, describing it as horrifying, and again reiterating calls for the conflict in Gaza to end, including the return of the more than 100 Israeli hostages still held by Hamas. And while the IDF continues its offensive in Gaza, it's also renewing its focus on the Lebanese capital, Beirut, particularly its southern suburbs, where Israel claims it was targeting militant group Hezbollah's intelligence headquarters and weapons workshops, killing 3 commanders. The group, in turn, launching more than 150 rockets into northern Israel. And while Israel, Hamas and Hezbollah continue to fight, Israel is also preparing and planning its retaliatory attack against Iran for that barrage of more than 180 missiles which Tehran fired at Israel earlier this month. Over the weekend, we have seen US intelligence documents leaked on online social media platform and messaging app Telegram, detailing some of the Israeli preparations for that attack. That shows the United States is keeping a very close eye on those preparations, but it is also deeply embarrassing that this information has got out there. An investigation is underway and the timing of the strikes remains shrouded in secrecy.